there have been more than 9,000 wildfires in Texas. And those wildfires have burned more than 2.5 million acres of land. Mainly farmland. They have completely destroyed homes. They've killed 2 people. And they've destroyed livelihoods of farms and ranches. They burn down to the root because they're burning so hot. And conditions in West Texas right now and throughout Texas are very, very dry. So it creates all of this fuel so that any gust of wind with any spark or any kind of volatility are going to go up in flames. And they become very, very difficult to control. These fires are no different than tornadoes or hurricanes. And we have been asking the President and the White House to come in and help by an emergency disaster declaration, which would allow help from the federal government. And it has been patently refused. So much so that the people from the White House and FEMA were down in Austin on Tuesday, and they looked at all of the evidence, and within several hours issued a letter refusing it. Something that bureaucracies usually take weeks. They surreptitiously refused it. And here all of a sudden the President has the gall to come to Texas to raise money when we're asking for help. Texas has spent more than $70 million in fighting these fires. Our resources are strained, and these fires continue. Just today, we have 2 new fires in Brewster County, which is in my district. And God only knows how many more fires are going to come up. And the idea or the understanding out in the district is that the President is playing politics. That's what everybody feels in the district. And it's
Is that how you see things? Is he playing politics?
Well, I'm not here to judge as to whether he's playing politics or not. All I can tell you is this, that the President has been he's been refusing a lot of things to Texas lately that strike at the very livelihood and values of Texas. The Texas people have come to that conclusion simply because of what he's done with the oil fields, what he's done with the shuttle place in Houston, where that shuttle was being controlled since the very beginning, and now he's refused to retire one of the shuttles there, but takes them to states where they had nothing to do with NASA. So the people out on the ground, and in my district especially, are complaining that the President is playing politics. And they are even more insulted when the President comes to Texas to raise money for his campaign, instead of doing his duty as the Commander-in-Chief and taking care of one of the 50 states of the Union by helping them out through this disaster. He was very quick at declaring disaster when the tornadoes hit last week in some of the southern states and Midwest. When hurricanes come, that's the first thing that happens. A disaster declaration that allows for federal funds and federal resources to come in to help. These fires are no different and no more treacherous or no less treacherous than hurricanes and tornadoes.